What do I get myself into, guys? Halfway across the country and picking up this little piece of art. Bad trans in Austin going to Chicago. This thing weighs just as much as that truck, which is pretty funny. I'm glad I got this aluminum trailer and I got the 5.0, even though they do say that the V6 motor turbo tows better than the 5-liter. I don't know, I don't care. I prefer the V8 over anything. I'm gonna lift it up once I get on the expressway, because all these inlets and outlets, I'm gonna scrape the tail. Obviously, if I lift up the back, trailer goes up, tail goes down. So I'm gonna just wait until I get out of the gas station. Over there, you see it's a little dip. Until then, it's gonna stay like this, but everything is nice, secure, ready for this 20-hour drive back home. Like I said, I'm the only one that does this in Chicago. Next day delivery. First the Impala, now this. Let's get this money, baby. Alright guys, quick little update. We're about 2 hours in. It's windy and it's raining, but I'll be honest, this thing is handling pretty decent. I'm not sure it's because the truck is lifted, so you got the air coming through it, under it, instead of like pushing it completely or something. I don't know, but window's gonna go. I gotta clean my mirrors, but this thing is handling pretty good. I'm doing 62. I was at 65, came down a little bit. Obviously, I'm not gonna do 75 with this thing on the trailer. It weighs just as much as my truck, probably a little bit less, and then will the trailer, obviously. But we are gonna stop at our infamous Love's, my favorite gas station, to fuel up and continue on this journey. I called a friend that lives in Arkansas, and they already got about 2 inches of snow already. So we will see what it looks like in a couple hours. Hopefully it isn't too bad. I don't mind just trotting through the snow a little bit, slow and steady, but obviously if there's black ice patches and whatnot, I will take one for the team and have to stay the night somewhere, or I don't know, figure something out. But as of right now, I'm still in the clear, so I'm gonna keep moving forward and we'll see what happens next. Alright guys, I'm in Arkansas and I am cooked. There was just a really bad accident that I just passed, but all this is ice. Everything is ice. Super bad. Everybody stopped, slowed down on the side or something. There was 2 semis that crashed. One was in the ditch and one was on the side, but everything, absolutely everything is ice. Are we cooked or not? The only good thing is that everybody is driving like this, so we should be good until I get to a gas station, because I got half a tank. But you can kind of see all the ambulances and stuff back there. Everybody drive safe, have common sense when it comes to this weather. You know, don't be stupid. A load is not worth your life, especially in conditions like this. I mean, look at this. It's straight ice. You know, states like this that are not used to this stuff, they don't have the proper equipment to, you know, salt up the roads and whatnot. But we're gonna keep trotting along, doing 10 miles an hour, and then hopefully get to a gas station soon so I can fuel up and continue. You know, I can't just sit around. It's not too crazy, I guess, you know, unless they close the highway and not let anybody get through. But until then, this is how I will be getting home. So I will see you guys when I can. Hopefully I don't run into any more accidents like this guy. He's trying to be a hero. hopefully he's safe, but there's really no reason to be driving like that on literally ice. So it is what it is. Hopefully we don't see him in a ditch later, but I definitely won't be in a ditch because I am doing the responsible thing, driving slow, especially with a load 4x4. There's absolutely no rush, so I'll get back to you guys once all this clears up. So quick little update, we got an Escort. We're doing 30 miles an hour and the road is literally all ice. Looks like they try to plow it, but couldn't plow it enough or fast enough or whatever, no salt. So this is it until this clears up. My guess as soon as we get out of Arkansas, and then that's it. I mean, the trailer's super bouncy right now just because it's like frozen or whatever, but I mean, we're rolling pretty smooth. I can't really complain. 30 miles an hour is better than no miles an hour. So I'll give you guys an update. I don't know, maybe like an hour or so. We'll see how it's going. We'll go from there. Quick little update. The road conditions are still the same. We got about 5 hours left to get to Springfield area. Hopefully over there is better, but so far we're doing a steady 50 on a thin sheet of ice. No sudden movements. I'm actually thinking if it's better to be in the left lane where there's some snow, might be a little bit more crunchier for that nice grip. But again, there's no rush, so I'm kind of just floating along the way. I'm gonna stop for some food in a bit. That's it. I mean, just everything is like a thin little layer. Seen like a New Edge body Mustang in a ditch, and I thought to myself, why would you even try to drive that right now? Like, I get it might be your only car, but like, seriously, man, I look busted. My face needs to get washed, I need to shower, I need to cut my beard. Motherfucker on my back, but I haven't slept. I slept 3 hours, I think, but obviously those 3 hours is nothing for a 40-hour trip already, and this stress with this stuff and the traffic and all that. Yeah, it was annoying. But like I said, this is not for the weak. This game is definitely tough mentally and physically. What are you gonna do? I'm glad I got a load on the way back, because if my trailer was empty, this would be a nightmare. And I mean nightmare. But it is what it is. I'm glad I got some weight. About to put some more weight in there in a couple hours. I got a set of wheels to pick up, but it's 6 wheels for a dually. So it's probably gonna be super, super heavy. Which is okay, I guess. I mean, give me a little extra grip, but we will see how that goes. In about 5.5 hours, I'll be there to load them up. I gotta see how I'm gonna put them up without scratching. They are some nice wheels, so we'll see how everything goes. But just want to give you guys a little update on how everything is. Yes, I'm passing cars, which I shouldn't because there's no rush, but let them do their thing and I do my own thing. I feel like this lane is better than that one, as you can see the tracks, but if you look at it, it's super glossy, so that's all ice. So I might just stay on this lane for now. I feel like a little better. Even with the steering on that one, it kind of floats, which means I could possibly jackknife. So we're gonna just keep it at 40. There's no rush. I might drop down to 20 right now with all this bunch of cars. I trust myself in driving, but I also don't trust them in driving. People freak out make sudden changes, whatever. But let's just get past them and be on our way. So I will give you guys an update a little bit later. Alright boys, we are back on like Donkey Kong. This is already northern Arkansas. I was gonna say Alaska. Yeah, right. Northern Arkansas already. Everything is pretty clean on one lane. They probably didn't get as much snow as middle of Arkansas, Little Rock, stuff like that. And they throw sand instead of salt out here, which is, I don't know if there's a huge difference or not, but I mean, it looks pretty dry in my lane. But fortunately, this is sort of like a through city interstate right here, so speed limit is 60, and Arkansas state troopers are very strict sometimes. So I don't mess around with them doing the speed limit, even though they're probably all attending to crashes right now and, you know, winch outs and stuff like that. So there's probably none right now on this one, so I should be good, but there's no rush. So I'm just cruising along. There's still, every now and then I still get a patch, like on a bridge or something, of snow, like smush and stuff, and it does move the truck pretty, not violently, but it feels like it's a little hydroplaning on the snow. Well, that being said, we are 3 hours away from our pickup in, I keep forgetting the name of the city. It's South Illinois. It's right by the border, I believe, of here, actually I'll tell you right now where I'll be going, to Carterville, Illinois. So that's my next stop, picking up some wheels, and then from there I would be going to, I forgot, it's north, it's heading home, about 4 hours north, and then I'm gonna see what time it is to decide whether I drop this pickup truck off or not. It is about an hour and a half from my house, so I'm depending how I feel, maybe just knock it out today, that way tomorrow I can rest and not have to do anything at all. Or if I have to absolutely rest today, well, then I will rest today, and that's that. So we'll see, but I'll show you guys the set of wheels. Oh, sorry, you guys were looking at my stomach. I'll show you guys the set of wheels once they're all loaded up and ready to go. We'll go from there. And this is the aftermath of driving through all that frozen slush and snow and whatnot. This thing is filthy, and I feel bad for this thing because all this is gonna be frozen by the time I get to Chicago. This box looks way more bent than I remember, but my bumper looks okay, so that's a little weird. Anyways, this thing is gonna be frozen everywhere. Good thing is that the strap stays clean, and the rest of the trailer is filthy. This whole thing is just filthy. I'm gonna clean off the lights right now because you see that they're kind of dim because of the salt, snow or whatever. But actually, look how off this thing sits, like half that tire, all because this fender doesn't come off. That's the reason why I want to make this an off fender, and then maybe cut off the spare, you know, cut that off, make it all flush, make it look nice. Maybe put a step there, that way it doesn't look like it's just missing something. But yep, this thing is actually a Mexican edition Silverado. Yeah, right. Or maybe, I don't know. But it's weird because they got street tire up front, mud tire in the back. That's probably why the transmission went out. But you know how it is. But yeah, that's the reason why I picked this up. The trans went out, and I'm gonna try to clean off all this stuff. Maybe it'll fall off on the way. It's pretty caked up right now. Might just leave it. I don't know. I just want to get home This has been a very, very long trip, going on day 3. So we are about to head out of Arkansas and on to the next state, and then we should be home shortly. So I'll see you guys in the next stop. Damn, this thing is gonna be all frozen by the time I get to Chicago. Cooked. I want to kick it off right now, but I'm gonna wait till it gets a little more that way. Sounds pretty cool. This thing is pretty bad. What? Oh, the cable broke off. See it right there, hanging. That's fine, I'll fix it tonight. Now this is gonna be a pain in the butt right here. I'm gonna have to clean all that out, but that's fine. I'm gonna get some fuel. Gotta clean up all this. Man, it's gonna be so frozen by the time I get back. Frozen. But we are now an hour and a half from picking up those wheels. So I'll get back to you guys once I'm there to pick them up. Alright guys, so there was a accident or stop or slow down, I'm not sure, on 57. And it took me on an exit, and it's taking me through these back roads, and I don't know if that was 100% good idea on my part or not. I just did a little bit of sketchy hills right now. I'm on 4 high and tow mode, obviously, because I got weight on the trailer. But these roads are half plowed, which is not good because I could lose traction and veer one way or the other. And I'm in the middle of nowhere. You can hear downshifting. I'm going super slow. The only good thing is that there's 2 people in front of me, so if I see them stop or something, you know, I know. But I'll be cooked because there's no way I'm backing out of here. I'm already like 2 miles in of curves and hills. I would have to back into somebody's driveway if they let me in, back out. But it kind of looks like it's clearing up. But this is crazy work. I should have never listened to the GPS. I should have just stood on the main road. I would have waited anyways. Oh, hold on, let me show you outside. It's crazy work. But let's see what this brings us. Hopefully nothing too crazy. And I don't know, maybe it was a bad idea, but we play the hand that we are dealt. I'm the best at what I do for a reason, so let's see what happens. I'll give you guys a quick update in about 20 minutes when I get to my pickup actually, and we'll go from there. But actually, looks so far so good, so I'll see you guys in my pickup. Alright guys, so we are in Tuscola, Illinois already. We got about 4 hours to go, maybe, something like that. So I'm home, so about 3 hours to drop off. I haven't really given you guys an update, but these are the wheels. These are a set of dually wheels for one of my guys. I got one wheel in the bed of that truck, but these Mama Jammas are heavy. Heavy's an understatement. I had to raise it almost 100 psi because that's at least 1,000 pounds of just tire and wheel. Crazy. And I got all this ice stuck everywhere. I've been taking it off because it's been making a bunch of noise when I'm turning. But we're almost home. Everything is going smooth and steady. Just how we like it. Kicking like all this stuff up. That's gonna break something. Oh, I'm not even recording. That's gonna break something on there. I have to put that out with this. There you go. Good as new. Oh yeah, but this thing is gonna be fun to unload in the freezing. Oh, reminds me. Get this to clean the tail lights. Then my side markers are all frozen, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'm glad this Love's actually doesn't let their windshield washer freeze. But it's cold as cold can be. But so far, I am feeling pretty good. I just can't wait to get home, get this truck unloaded, go home and rest, because tomorrow's another long day. And then I'll talk about what's happening next at the end of this video, and then that'll be the start of a new video. Kind of exciting. I'm gonna be to somewhere I've never been, so we'll talk about that a little later. Let's get back on the... And we are all unloaded except for the wheels. Those we're gonna deal with tomorrow. Poor truck. Still not letting me pick. I fucking hate this touchscreen. I'm gonna have to go tell the lady. Anyways, we are all unloaded, ready to go home. We are about an hour away, but this thing is filthy. I halfway cleaned the windshield because I couldn't see any. My wiper thing is frozen, but I am ready to go home, and I'm truly disappointed in how the trailer looks. These side lights are not working because you got a piece of frozen right here. All this is frozen, and it's, I don't know. I'll deal with it when everything melts. But as of right now, we're gonna call this trip a wrap. Definitely a long trip. Super simple but long. Dealt with a lot of traffic and a lot of unnecessary stopping, but you know what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Oh man, I can't deal with these electric pumps. But I'll give you guys the ending once I drop off these tires. Let me try to pump gas so I could go home. And what are we up to now? We are doing the oil change on the tow rig after a long trip. So ended up dropping off the wheels, picking up another truck for my boy Ace, his dad. So it made my day really long. It is what it is. So the moral of this whole trip was, not the moral, I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just saying words. This trip started Monday afternoon. Around 6 o'clock I left, got to Texas. I was about to leave. I got a call for a truck going back to Chicago from Austin. Made it happen. On the way there, ran through a snowstorm. Got to Illinois, Southern Illinois, to pick up a set of wheels for my boy Brian. After that, came home to Wander Lake to drop off that truck, and then came home. Now today is Thursday. Woke up around 10 to go take those tires, those wheels, and then picking up a car for Ace. So made my whole day super long, which is okay because then I get to have a good night's rest. Sorry, that's my brother. So now I'm doing an oil change because I am leaving out of state again tomorrow, but we'll talk about that in the next video. Gotta get the oil change. Always nice to get fresh oil in here. It's coming out like water, so I know it definitely pushed its limits of the oil. Even though I use Mobil 1, 550 synthetic, all that stuff, Wix filter, I use good solid stuff. So I haven't slept. Well, I slept last night, but I got home 2 in the morning, showered, went to sleep, woke up at 11, did a whole day's worth of work. Now we're home doing an oil change. It's like 6 o'clock. It's got to get done. but I just want to show you guys how important it is to keep your work truck and whatnot very well maintained. So I'm gonna just use this. So this is my catch can, and this is what 60 hours worth of work looks like. That was half full, and this is a double. So I don't know if that's good, that's bad. My guess it's good. I'm not burning it through my intake, but I also don't know why it's got that much stuff in it. It is what it is. It's doing its job, and that's, yeah, around 60 hours of drive time, and 60 full hours of it running. I'm gonna say about 50 hours of actual hauling, and then 10 hours in between stops, idle, and I did take a 3-hour nap and Texarkana, something like that. So that's really important to have a catch can, and to consistently do oil changes. I do air filter swaps, diff fluid swaps, all that's good stuff. Keep this thing up to maintenance because it is a workhorse, but it's proven its capabilities, and I don't ever push it past its capabilities. But I just want to show you guys what actually goes on with my life sometimes. Is been working the whole week, and it's Thursday, and I'm still working, no days off. Tomorrow I leave again, so literally no days off this week. I'm really pushing myself, but I know my limits. You gotta just make it work, especially when you're a small business owner. There's gonna be days like this, and there's gonna be days where you don't do anything at all. That's why I give it 100% every time I work, and I always give this 100%. And I did get a chance to wash it, got it all nice and clean. Got little drips here and there, but that's normal. Yeah, let's see if the oil is done. It's still draining a little bit, but we are almost done. I'm gonna finish the oil change and then get some rest for a couple hours, and then we are back on the road. Just wanted to give you guys a little update with my day today. Work hasn't stopped, and super grateful. Also very grateful for everybody that watches my videos, likes, subscribes. We appreciate it a lot, and I hope you guys continue on this journey of growing this business into what I want it to be. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.